Hey guys, my name's James.
My name's Corwyn.
And welcome to This Movie's Gay. And Corwyn, guess what?
I know you have a goddamn pop thing.
Yeah, wait, how'd you know I had that?
Because I heard you rummaging around and I was like, he's got something that he's going to pull out on the podcast. Missed that smell.
Oh, man. Corwyn, we're
Cheers.
1 year.
1 year. This is the 52nd. One whole year of doing these. What is that, though?
I have just more of them.
Amazing. Woo! Yeah.
Wait, Frank
Jinx?
might eat that stuff, so please say a little word about...
I'll just talk
You.
about the movie for a second. Oh God, I was supposed to do homework for this, and I did not at all. So forgive me. I also am very anxious today and have not slept much, like last time. So this is wonderful. I'm doing real well.
Do you want a little drop of CBD, boy?
No, I'm
Aw, man.
good. I also ordered more melatonin drinks to help me sleep, which comes in tomorrow.
Nice. I'm done. I cleaned everything up.
Cleaned it up.
Corwyn.
Franklin Delano's not going to eat it.
I don't want to get into our movie first. I want to say thank you to the fans,
Thank
baby.
you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. It sounds like I'm
Living
peaking,
your
but I'm totally
best
not.
lives. I'm definitely getting up there sometimes, but it's fine.
I think it's when both of you and I are talking, that's
Yeah.
when my headphones start.
It's like, hello, there's a lot going on.
And speaking
Just like in real life.
of
a lot
hello,
going on.
and a lot going on, our listeners are going up. We're getting new fans. This is the year
Yes.
of Marshland Media, baby. Year 2 is going to be...
Real great. Gonna be...
year, jeer, beer. It's gonna be beers new, baby.
I didn't like it, but
I don't
we'll
either.
keep working on it. We'll workshop a little bit. The
Yeah.
listeners will tell us that it's stupid or something. I don't know. Actually, all our listeners are super nice, so
Yeah.
none of them would ever.
Like Batman Year 2, ooh, you better believe we're gonna be punching a Joker.
Just kill him.
Yeah,
Kill the Joker.
guys,
Just
kill the
murder
Joker.
the Joker.
But-
no redemption.
Corwyn, we gotta do our top 10 movies from the
I'm
last
gonna have
year.
to pull up this. I'm gonna have to pull up the
Corwyn.
list of podcasts to see what movies we did.
Well, you want to know what? Maybe mine are the same as yours.
Possibly. Okay, are we gonna start at 10?
Yes, but first I
Okay.
would like to say there are some movies that I think need a honorable mention.
Of course.
And those are Fourth Man Out. I love that movie. John Gabris, #1 comedian. Check out his podcast, High and Mighty. Kaboom, that one I loved, but I don't think it didn't make it into the top 10 slash. What's up?
I'm gonna need a pen because I can't go backwards from 10. There are just so many good things.
Corwyn,
and I feel like I'm gonna miss one.
I'm going to be honest. You might
just
have
do it. Just do it.
You're going to have
I'm
to
just gonna-
go. Stop trying to say what I'm about to say. It feels like that's what you're doing. You're going to have to give your top 10,
10?
next
week?
Yes.
No, I can give it this week. It's fine.
Oh, my God. And then we've got Slash.
That one was great.
The
Wait, are you doing your top 10 right
No,
now?
this is not my top 10.
These are your
I have
honorable
like-
mentions?
Yeah, I have 5
okay.
honorable mentions, or 6. The Perfection.
Top 16, if you will.
The Perfection would have been in top 10, except there was that very just body horror stuff. I don't like it.
Don't like it. He don't like it.
Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter was bonkers enough, but it wasn't golden enough to get in that top 10. Nightmare on Elm Street 2, it's a fantastic movie,
Why would you
but
honorable mention it?
I don't think it should go into the top 10 because it's not a gay movie.
Correct.
And then Assassination Nation I loved.
So good.
Do you need a pen?
No.
Okay, so top 10. Wait, should I just wait for you to have your top 10?
No, do your top.
Because
do
then
it.
we could both say our top
so
10s.
You're going to say your number 10, and then I'll say my number 10.
Okay.
Which may or may not be my number 10. Listeners, I'm going off the cuff right now. I'm just scrolling
Oh
through.
my God.
I'm scrolling through the list of movies we've done. I'm flipping through my notes, and I'm seeing what I just feel like maybe fits there.
You see, Shin Godzilla, was that a gay movie?
That one I didn't use my notebook. I used the guest notebook.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh.
My notebook has exclusively my notes for the first not
TMG.
52 TMGs. It actually starts on Make the Yuletide Gay.
Oh, God.
Which does feature in my top 10. Y'all, it does feature.
Corwyn, I hope our new 52 is more well received than DC's new 52.
I don't know what that means.
It's comic book references.
I figured, but I still don't know what that means.
Drum rolling, please.
Can I just give you like a laugh? Let's.
Ooh, that could be a drum roll.
Okay, let me think.
No, what I'll do is maybe I'll take one of your laughs and I'll like turn it into a drum snare roll.
Oh my God, please. But also let me see how close. Do a drum roll real quick so I can get some inspiration. Oh God, that's too much, but
oh, you're Woody the Woodpecker. That's exactly what he does.
Incredible. Well, there you have it. My laugh.
Or some Looney Tunes type stuff. Wait, hold on. I need to close the radiator.
Close that radiator, and then we're going to get to top 10, maybe within the first 10 minutes. Who knows? We got 2.5 more minutes to make it. Will we make it? Or will James fall to his death by the radiator, like he almost did? Death by falling by the radiator. Oh my God, why are you touching it if it's hot? He dabbed it. It's fine. Why are you dabbing right now? This episode is already off to a great start. I love it.
This is what the fans love.
They do. So I've been told.
I mean, they love something.
They love something.
Okay, I was gonna be like, I lost my iPod, but it was in my pocket.
By the radiator.
Okay, top 10. Number 10 coming in the first 50 year. Because it was actually only 50 we watched. There was a Steven Universe episode and a Pose.
Yes. Okay. All
Cheerleaders Die, episode 4.
Beautiful. With a guest.
Yeah.
Loved it.
The other movies I did not write down the episode number for.
I mean, I have it up, so I could probably
It doesn't matter. Number 9.
Wait, I got to do my 10. Let's see. My number 10, I'm going to go with... I really want it to be in there, so let's just go with Geography Club.
Nice.
It had beautiful things.
Okay.
And also...
Corwyn, I wanted this to be very quick.
Scott Bakula. Incredible.
From Star Trek, baby.
All right, go.
Oh, maybe he was in that. Maybe he was in...
Oh!
Nicole?
Nicole?
Oh, no.
The lock was frozen.
Oh, shoot. Guys, our back door, sometimes the lock gets frozen, so don't be thinking you can home invasion. No. I love you, Nicole. Whoa, Frank's screaming. He wants to hear number 9. Number 9, Alex Strangelove.
Alex Strangelove. That was a good one. Yeah, you're getting some good things.
What's your number 9?
I'm gonna say,
as long as you know your top 3, you can just insert anything else. Corwyn.
I'm gonna say my number 9 is gonna be Lilting.
Ooh,
beautiful, sad movie with Ben Whishaw.
Number 8. Both Hurricane Biancas.
I will also go with both Hurricane Biancas for my number 8
because I felt like it was
the same movie. It was just one continuous movie.
Yeah, it's such a direct sequel.
Incredible.
Number 7, we go in triples, baby. Number 3, Of Eating Out, All You Can Eat. Scrum nom nom. That was my favorite, and I hope it lines up with what I said on our 5th episode of that. That's the best one. Is number 3.
My number 7, I really loved Were the World Mine.
Were the World Mine? What? Oh, that's the musical, the
Midsummer Night's Dream.
Okay, that's what I thought. Number 6. Pride.
Yes. That movie's so great.
It is.
My number 6, I'm going to go with But I'm a Cheerleader.
Okay. Now, not my top 5 is based off from what I want to rewatch them, and specifically if after I watched it, I immediately wanted to rewatch with Nicole. Just be like, hey, you need to watch this. So, coming in at number 5, Nicole was watching with us The Gay and Wondrous Life of Caleb Gallo.
Incredible. I can't do that for my top 5 because, like, all these movies, not all these movies, but most of these movies I've seen multiple times. Multiple times.
Oh, and what's that top 5 for you, Corwyn?
I'm going to say my top 5, my number 5 is going to be, God, there are so many good ones. Pride. 5 is Pride.
Oh, guys. Number 4. This is where I come in with But I'm a Cheerleader.
Oh, beautiful. My number 4, I'm going to go with Monster Pies.
Oh, I thought that would have been number 1.
No, you know what number 1 is. You know.
Maybe our number 1s line up.
Maybe.
Okay, number 3. He's a secret agent spy and he goes by codename Dynastud. Pew, 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 pew. He blew people up, like he murdered people with his boner. He's so strong. God, I wish I were more like him. He's the role model we need in this climate.
Incredible. My number 3, I'm gonna go with You Should Meet My Son.
You should meet my son. That one I was thinking about, but I said it wasn't as memorable as these others.
I've watched that movie so many times.
Now, Corwyn,
there is one that I missed that I'm going to say as my honorable mention is The Birdcage. I definitely should have had that in my top 10. But
okay.
I forgot it, so.
Well, number 2, oh man, Corwyn.
What?
This is going to throw everyone for a loop.
What?
Because if The Gay Bed and Breakfast of Terror is number 2, what could possibly be number 1?
So Gay Bed and Breakfast is number 2?
Number 1. Number 1. Number 1. I'll chant anything if it's said 3 times.
I'll remember that.
Gay bread and breakfast or terror.
That was number 2.
That was Nicole as well.
Amazing.
Bread and breakfast.
So my number 2 is going to be Make the Yuletide Gay because I just love that movie.
And hey guys, we might do a revisit this year.
Because you know I'm going to be watching it like 3 times.
Yeah.
It's almost time.
Corwyn.
It's almost Make the Yuletide Gay time.
I thought our number 1s were going to line up because oh wait, no, I know your number 1.
You
Never
know
mind.
my number
yeah,
1. It's not going to line up.
Just clicked up. Because I think this is just the best movie we've done this entire year. Say what you think I'm going to say on 3, 2, 1.
I have no idea what you're going to say.
For real? I was blown away by it. I was angry at you that we hadn't watched it sooner.
Oh.
Okay, 3.
Oh, no, I don't know. I remember you being angry at me that we didn't watch it, though. Oh, God.
I'm not letting this go on any longer, guys. 3, 2, 1, Birdcage.
Oh, beautiful.
That's my number 1,
That was
guys.
my honorable mention. My number 1 is, of course, Love Simon. Yeah, like... Any doubt? That's what it is.
I kind of clumped Alex Strangelove and Love Simon together of like, it felt kind of the same to me, but for some weird reason, Alex Strangelove hit harder.
I don't remember what I said for my top 10, but I hope The Gay and Wondrous Life of Caleb Gallo is in there because that's also like...
I don't think it was on yours.
What was my number 3? It's been replaced.
I don't know. Listen back, guys. Let us know. I screenshotted my top 10.
I didn't know a thing.
He went in
just
blind.
Looked through it and I was like, this looks good.
He also did not include his favorite movie, Eating Out for Drama Camp.
Eating Out for Drama Camp. Ugh, so good.
It's the worst one, guys. I stand by that statement.
those movies, I'm glad that I had you present to watch those, because if I hadn't had you present, I would not have watched them.
Oh, yeah. I'm your little experiment buddy.
No.
I mean, don't say it like that,
again.
but you know what I mean. I'm like I'm your hiking friend, where you wouldn't go hiking if you didn't have me to hang around.
I wouldn't go hike. Well, that's not true, because I would probably watch most of these movies on my own.
Okay, except eating out.
Except the eating outs. No, I wouldn't have watched those. I also wouldn't have watched our movie that was today, which was Another Gay Movie. 2006.
Yeah, guys, and it was freaking dope. The Carbonaro himself affecting us is in this movie as the lead role. Nicole, Carbonaro was in this. He affected me.
Carbonaro?
Yeah.
Carbonaro?
I don't know if that picked up.
Well, it picked up on mine.
Yeah.
I said it.
Guys, this movie's fucking dope. I'm glad I waited the year.
So, some preface. We waited a year because I knew it was so incredibly raunchy and that it would just go right off the bat. I knew that was going to happen. And also there would be some references to some gay things. And James didn't know that yet.
I mean, besides poppers, I think everything else being referenced, I knew.
Yeah, but
except
I didn't,
the enemas.
You didn't know what a fleet enema was, and we still haven't explained that, which, nope. Ryan needs to be back on, and Ryan can explain a fleet enema to you.
I was going to say, like, you can fill that up with, like, some warm lube, and then it's an easy applicant.
You should just, if you're going to use it like that, you might as well get one of those like ketchup squirt bottles that they have at restaurants. Fill it up with lube and just squirt it on.
No, I'm saying like inside of you.
Oh, no.
Like you insert it inside and then squeeze it.
Please don't do that.
It's not scalding lube. It's just warmed up lube. Like you run it underneath some warm water, or if you have a space heater, you put it in front of a space heater.
I don't like that.
Or I guess you can
I don't like it at all.
Warm it up like that, like I do with my ice cream. Ice cream's too cold, guys. Iced cream, how about we just get water cream? I don't want it too hot like a gas. I don't want it too cold like an ice. Baby bear it right in the middle for me, guys.
That's just cream.
Yeah, guys, give me some cream. Some sweet cream, though.
James likes some sweet cream. So, yeah, mainly for it being so raunchy and so out there, I didn't want to watch that with you like our second episode. That would be too much.
Oh, yeah.
Too much. We needed to ease into that, which we did with all the eating outs.
So I would like to say something. Per Google, this movie, the genre of this movie, when you search Another Gay Movie, it'll give you normally it says like action or comedy.
Yeah.
It says coming of age / pornographic.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, there was a lot of like simulated humping.
A lot of simulated sex.
Right off the bat, Carbonaro is getting railed by Graham Norton. Did you ever watch Graham Norton's show?
No.
It was on Comedy Central, and there was a Marilyn Manson was on it once. I was like, man, this show's so great. It's like taking the talk show format but flipping it on its head. It's a good show, guys.
All right. Well, that's been James.
See you guys later. It's been a great year. Nina, guess what? She's the co-host now.
Yes.
No, don't say it like that.
She has passages highlighted and selected, ready to read.
Nicole and I are going
to
start a book club between the two of us.
Invite Nina. She'll love that.
Well, it's like a... I just want to like read this. I don't want to open it to a third person. It's
this is an intimate book club.
Yes, I mean but not like sensually intimate. It's just intimate.
Okay.
It's to be like, hey, we're reading the same thing. Nicole much faster than me, but the two of us will be doing something together.
Aww.
Even though we do most of things together.
That's sweet.
And I wish we did more together. Ooh, I'm like everyone who comes over to record. I'm like touching the microphone to add emphasis, but no one can hear the emphasis being added.
I mean, there's a lot of things that you can hear when you're like talking in a mic. Like, you can hear a smile.
Hey guys, am I smiling right now? You better believe I am.
He's smiling.
Can you tell that I'm still smiling right now?
He couldn't even fake not smiling. He's so happy. It's been a year.
No, I actually couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. So I was like, am I going to be mad but smiling, or am I going to be mad and mad on face?
Mad and mad on face.
So yeah, guys, this movie, the plot is American Pie.
It's American Pie, but gay.
Yeah.
And then lots of queer references and things. And very raunchy. So if you don't like raunchy movies, don't watch this movie.
It could have been raunchier. I wanted to actually see penetration.
We saw some penises.
Oh, we actually
saw
did.
a lot of butts.
We saw a fist inside of an anus.
A fist.
This had penetration.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. James and I sat on separate pieces of furniture, so it was fine.
I did it for back support. I think our couch is one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever sat in.
And I was lounging. I like lounging. And then Frank joined me.
I sat on your notes.
He sat on my notes.
And you said,
he
screw
knocked everything
taking
down.
notes.
And I was like, all right, well, I'm not taking notes anymore. No notes on this episode.
Speaking of, I need to grab my notes.
Grab your notes, because I guess, the synopsis was it's American Pie, but gay. As always, I'll throw this out there. I would like more representation in a movie. This was from 2006. There was some representation of different people of color and things like that, but, not enough. There's never enough. I want more.
I mean, we had a...
But this did better than a lot of our movies.
We had a Japanese woman.
Oh my God.
I believe the text looked Japanese because whenever she spoke...
Whenever she spoke in English, and then they would put subtitles on in
either Japanese or Chinese. I apologize
some kind of language that uses characters, like
Romanji. I know Romanji is just
I don't know what
kanji.
Yeah, there we go. I was like suddenly blanking. I'm like Mandarin characters.
Katakana.
There we go. That was a joke that happened.
Yeah, I love this movie, guys, but let's get into notes. Oh, yeah. So first scene is Michael Carbonaro. If you haven't checked out his magic show, please do. They have episodes on Netflix. He's a fantastic magician, guys.
He's a good actor. He has a lot of good facial, very, very good facial, expressions, and very expressive.
He was masturbating, but also, inserting things in his butt. He went with a carrot, and it was in his butt, and then he licked it, and then put it back in, which maybe he was just
Lots
using...
of sound effects.
Maybe he was just using spit, but whenever I see things like that, I'm like, ugh, there's lube on that, and that's disgusting.
There's another movie that we're going to watch at some point that also features a carrot in that way.
Ooh, is it the new Looney Tunes movie?
No, not at all.
But his parents walk in and they throw up the sheet, and it's all of the vegetables in the house, but then also a caulking gun.
There's a butternut squash. There's pliers. He was doing a lot.
He was getting gourded. And not in the horn inside of you way. I'm talking about a gourd inside of you.
Yikes.
But at first I was like, what is he doing with a caulking gun? But he might have attached lubricant to it. And that's a really cool applicator for a lube. Just a big ass caulk gun. If you're at an orgy, that's what you need. An industrial sized lubricant.
I think those come in barrels. Just big 50-gallon barrels.
Oh, and then you have a wrestling and some lube.
Sure.
It's like a wet t-shirt contest
I'm
lubricant.
surprised you're talking about this and not grossing yourself out.
No, if it's oily lubricant and two sexy ladies are there, yeah, why not?
Oh
I mean, also
God.
if I saw in a movie, if it's people covered, it's just when they eat the lube after it's been inserted, that's disgusting.
Oh, jeez.
Because lube doesn't taste good.
There are flavored lubes.
I mean, you still shouldn't be eating lube.
You also shouldn't be using that.
Yeah.
Right? There are flavored. I know there are flavored condoms. I'm pretty sure there's flavored lube.
There's flavored lube, yes.
That's got to exist.
There's also a flavored makeup.
How you get ants?
Archer. Isn't that an Archer?
Yes.
Yeah. It's just hey guys, You know how you can lubricate using like cucumber water? That's like people who talk about their yoni. They emphasize that. If you're like, oh, I'm going to use watermelon water, and that's how you get ants.
That was a good yoni. Nice. Yeah. Like yonic or phallic. Amazing.
One of my favorite pornos is it's an instructional video of a lady showing, like, demonstrating how to have an orgasm, and she's very hippie.
Hate that knowledge was just put into my head.
It comes up a lot on What the Hellmouth. And because, like, I believe Anissa, when Anissa heard that, or maybe it was Mac, they said, yeah, James, that seems in line for you. You're watching instructional videos. That is what you get off to.
That sounds about right.
It's a good video. However, whoever did the sound mixing on it, there is such a high-pitched frequency in it that you just want to turn off the sound.
I don't think most people remember the sound quality from their favorite porns.
Yeah, well, I do. That's why I don't like Eating Out Part 4. But guys, it's Hegre art, Serena demonstration of the orgasm, sex ed.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Look at that butt.
There was a lot of butts in there.
And they fucking them, guys.
Jesus. See, and if we hadn't watched so many movies, and then also you've seen me get less reserved around you, I guess, you would be so uncomfortable watching this movie with me.
Oh, yeah.
Like 100%.
I thought you were going to say just getting shit-faced in front of you.
I didn't get shit-faced.
Okay, so we had a chicken eating contest, a sandwich eating contest. I mean, not a contest, a review that was live streamed.
Contest. Who won?
Jose and Corey from Hit It and Crit It and TC from What the Hellmouth was with Corwyn, and they all got drunk. Okay. Here, not during the video, you guys, besides Corey, seemed together. However, the aftermath of you guys just hanging out, that is when shit-faced really sank in.
I was literally just sitting on the couch with TC, and that's what was happening.
Hey, sober eyes see the clearest.
And Jose was sitting there too. We were just sitting together.
And I don't know what happened. Oh, Shane brought Corey home, I think.
Yes.
Someone did.
Yes. Little Corey. It's fine. We're going to do it again. It's fine. And then there's a wonderful gif of me saying tasty.
Oh, yeah.
And that I looked very drunk in. But I actually wasn't at all. I was just being very expressive because I'm good at acting.
So then after that scene of the industrial caulk.
Gee, that's the first scene.
Yeah. We then see them graduate and they're like, oh, yeah, we got to fuck. But then one of them has a girlfriend and she's blind. And while she's walking down the stairs, Nico, who is the boyfriend, is like, forward.
Jesus.
And right away,
that was
I'm
bad.
like,
That was
then
bad.
They had prom photos of her, and instead of this is what they should have put sunglasses on her, but they made this actress like roll back her eyes. Blind people have irises and pupils, right?
Yes.
So why? Yes, she's not
also,
possessed.
They don't like having a cane like that. That was definitely one of the things with the movie that every time she came on, I was like, ugh. Because I know, I mean, not just because I know, but because I have empathy for people with disabilities. And for that portrayal, it was just a low blow joke.
And also, spoiler alerts, if you're going to set this character up to she doesn't know he's gay.
Yeah.
Or her boyfriend, air quotes boyfriend. She doesn't get sexed up at the end, does she?
No.
She should have.
Literally, the last we see her, I think, was when she fell on that Australian Survivor winner or whatever.
Yeah, Richard Hatch.
And grabbed his penis.
And then said it was a kumquat, because it's going to be coming. And then she came back for her car keys.
Yes,
which I'm glad you said she's drives, because I didn't catch that.
You didn't catch it at all. And I was like, why is she driving? It was just stupid jokes. Stupid.
Maybe she like plugs in. Maybe she's a cyborg and then she can like see the road while she's driving. I don't know, guys. That's what it is. Isn't Tyler hot so that we see like
I wrote that one
party,
down too.
Yeah. JaROD is going to date this boy and going to make out with this guy. And they're like, oh, isn't he so hot? And then he's just like, nah. La, la, la. Like that's the picture me making a face that's like la 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 la. That's what he looks like. This movie's dope.
You really loved it. You loved this movie.
Okay, so then they start. Oh fuck, man! I was hoping Nicole wouldn't be home when I say this story. JaROD gets really drunk.
It's just Jared.
But it's spelled J. It's like Jason from Vampire Boys.
It's Jared.
Yeah, but it's JaROD. JaROD.
Yeah, but none of it's stressed.
He's got
it's
a
just
big
Jared.
ol' rod. JaROD is eating some plump ass and then throws up all over his back. And that happened to me in high school.
Oh, God.
A lady wanted to have a sexual experience, but then she said, hey, is it fine if I do get drunk beforehand? Yes, this was all like planned out that she would get intoxicated to feel comfortable. And then this was her pitch, not mine, especially in retrospect. So then we're engaging in sexual activities, not sex though. And she's filleting me and then like pulls her head up and just goes, ugh, and then throws up all over my genital. So I have to like kind of like walk in a sitting stance.
Squat walking?
Yeah, I have to do that to like get to my friend Adam Sample's bathroom to shower off just my pelvis region. And then it became a big thing in our high school that this happened.
Yikes. That's real rough, bud.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I mean, like, it's a story to tell. Who lives, who dies, who tells my stories? It's a raunchy one.
Oh, my God.
I'm a Hamilton of our era.
I doubt that.
Yeah, I'm doing exactly what Hamilton is doing with our podcast network. I'm doing things that will outlive me, a legacy.
All right. This is a legacy.
This is our year episode,
This
guys.
is our year, guys.
This is our big...
My initial high from being sleep deprived is starting to wear off.
Uh-oh. Mine's always here. I have to be on when a mic is in front of my face.
I mean, I'm on. Just on a lot. I need my notes.
Sleeping like vampire? Oh, yeah. I was like, what is that? So Nico, they are all sleeping after this party, and Nico is sitting down, sleeping like a vampire would in a coffin. This movie's great, guys.
And then we had Muffler, the lesbian character, their friend, who is very sexually active, and they are all jealous of her being sexually active. Yeah,
and
that's all I'm going to describe Muffler as.
Muffler. So
she's like the
Stifler.
Yeah, she's the Stifler of this movie,
and she takes Michael Carbonaro and just like starts humping him in the party just in front of everyone, and the teacher,
and in front of the teacher who he wants to have sex with.
Puck Off and he's like, oh, Puck Off, get my tender virgin hole. And then he notices Puck Off and he's like, no, I was talking about another Puck Off, your father. And he's like, bye. You guys are children.
Gross.
Why would a teacher go to I know they're all graduated, but it's still weird to like a party. Open houses are fine, but a party?
I mean, I get that part, but I was just reading my notes and I just wrote so goddamn tall because Jared, when we first see him, I think it's after graduation stuff.
Yeah.
He walks down the steps, and you know how there's those railings on? He walks with the railing in between him, and it doesn't touch him at all.
Yeah.
That's how fucking tall he is. And I'm like, wow.
And that's like kicking off the movie. I'm like, I am in.
James was like, that was so smooth.
It's as iconic as Randall's walk from Clerks. That it's on the level of that.
Well, it just me remind. I think there's like a Vine where someone does something similar, except they're not tall enough. So they just they get on the rail and then they do the walking motion and just slide down the rail. That's what that was reminding me of.
R.I.P. Vine.
So
and
good.
all hail the king TikTok. Speaking of that, in a future mostly playing PlayStation, we as in me and Sean Marciniak, he's an improviser, we're playing Duke Nukem Forever, and he's like, I just wish Duke Nukem was self-aware enough to be like cool. And it's just to be a pig, to be like toxic. That is Duke Nukem. And he's like, I wish Duke Nukem could become a gay icon. And I said it would never happen, but Corwyn was like, you act like we can't just make that happen. So please.
And by we, I meant the gays.
Yes, and please.
The LGBTQ community.
Everyone, try your hardest. If you make fan art, if you do anything, make Duke Nukem a gay icon.
Make him gay as fuck, y'all.
Hail to the Yas Queen.
Amazing. Love that journey. I don't know anything about Duke Nukem, is the moral of that story.
He loves bodacious babes and twins.
So, bears and twinks. He loves bears and twinks.
But in twins form.
Bears and twinks.
Ooh, we just coined a term.
Oh,
let's start seeing that in our Pornhub searches, guys.
No.
So it's implied that JaROD is not well endowed, or maybe he can't get it up.
It's in the movie. They're implying that he's not well endowed. They see a fairly sized penis, and they're like, "Oh, it's like Griff's size," and it like cuts to JaROD, and he's like, "Oh." And then he uses a penis pump, and that was an awful scene.
So that's what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Think of like when you look behind a shake machine of like the cooling apparatus and like the coiled up things. Picture that, but in penis pump form. And I shouted, this is too industrial to put on your penis. It looks like how 9 Inch Nails sounds. It would be like if you were to go to Final Fantasy VII and they have a penis pump. That's what it is.
It just looks like one of the Mako reactors.
Yeah.
In mini penis pump form.
It would be like when you're at a brothel in Wild Wild West starring, Will Smith. One of the ladies pulls this out and is like, do you want an extra pump? But then Austin Powers shows up and he's like, shagadelic, baby. It's not mine, I swear. I don't need an apparatus. I have it's flawless Michael Myers as Austin Powers.
For some reason, you said that and I suddenly was able to read some of my handwriting. It reminded me of Muffler throwing the dildo at them and them catching it. The main character, whose name is
Michael Carbonaro.
Michael Carbonaro. His name in the movie, I don't remember at all. But he catches it and then he sniffs it. And like, why would you do that?
Yeah, guys, don't sniff a dildo unless that's your thing.
Why would you? It's someone else's dildo.
Yeah, but that could still also be your thing. Ugh. But what you were saying is like what I just said made you be able to read handwriting. Guys, you better believe.
Well, you said something and I was like, oh yeah, that's what I wrote for that.
Anyone who's illiterate, just turn on this podcast.
It'll let you read.
Oh man, children are sponges, and guess what? They're going to be soaking up literacy through my voice.
Don't know. No. We did have a supportive dad.
We did.
In that he bought his son a giant, way oversized butt plug that was the size of his son's entire head.
But he also bought like graduated.
Yeah, he bought graduated ones to get him on up there. Wow. Oh, is it Bad News Bears? Was
Yes.
that the name of the? Yes. They were playing baseball, 2 teams, and we had some bears. So we had some good we had a lot of different body sizes and shapes and things. And they were supportive in that. Like, they weren't showing, these are gross body types and things like that. They were celebrating a lot of different body types. And in the gay community, that's a problem. And a lot of people have body image issues and stuff like that. So I enjoy that they had that representation in this movie. I also want to say I really fucking love crop tops and love me a good crop top.
I once asked a manager of mine at our old work. I said to them, this was when I just became a supervisor, so they hadn't gotten my full sense of humor. And I just messaged them no LOLs, no emojis. I said, hey, I know summer's coming up and I just wasn't sure about the dress code. Is it fine if I wear crop tops to work? And then they were like, wait, are you like asking for yourself? And I was like, hey, I'm kidding. Like, this is I forget you barely know me. I'm so sorry.
That didn't stop you.
It didn't. And then after that, they got a full scope of my sense of humor.
Yeah.
I remember one time when they didn't, and I'm like, I probably shouldn't have said that. It was before a Christmas party, a company Christmas party, and our boss, she's like, are you going to come out? And I was like, I don't know, like, Nicole can't go. And then she's like, oh no, spouses can go. I was like, oh no, it's at a bar. Nicole's not 21. And then she's like, I was like, no, I'm lying. Like, Nicole is over 21, thinking I was dating someone not of age. And I was like, no, I'm not.
They did make a joke with characters like that, but we don't like those characters.
Yes,
so.
and they made it in a criticizing way, and they had something on their shirt. I will not say it, because I'm like, this has to be a reference to something. Maybe it's spelled backward. No, that's not it. So I Googled this acronym, and then I immediately deleted my search history because I'm like, I don't want that there.
No, not at all. And we're not even going to speak about it.
No, we're not. I even X'd it out of my notes.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
I love crop tops. Exercise class. That was a very good representation of exercise class. People trying to go to a like Zumba or something like that, and just being very far behind and not knowing the moves, and then the class just keeps going.
Yeah,
that has happened to me.
I've never been to an exercise class.
Very, you can take a moment and be embarrassed by it, or you can just own it that you don't know it yet, and you will.
Yeah,
and it was funny.
When you were talking about
crop tops,
well, before that with like body image stuff,
yeah,
there was also no gay bashing in this. There wasn't a character who hated gay people.
Yeah, which is lovely and refreshing.
Yes, I loved it. I don't want to see that.
And yeah, we had a supportive mom as well. We had a mom that was quite a character, making a no wire hangers reference, and also throwing Ajax and saying, I'm not mad at you, I'm mad at the crumbs.
They're everywhere. It's dirty.
Unclean.
What time are we at? Oh, we're still good.
48.
Then we get to them kind of going out because they have a pact to lose to put P and A.
They had a pact to lose their virginity by the time of Muffler's
Labor Day
party.
Nico hangs out with this like super buff dude. His name's K for K-hole, but he's reformed. He's all about GHB now, where he knows the perfect amount before you go over to take. And that's not the case, because he takes it and then they start dancing and Nico's imitating his dance moves, and then just like visual comedy. What do you call that when it's body comedy? It's
slapstick?
No, I don't know, guys. It's just this man starts having a seizure, and then Nico does not notice it, but starts doing seizure movements. And it's great, guys.
And then some paramedics revive him by making out with him and then saying, let's lube up the defibrillator. And then Yeah, they got him up. And James's person that he knows,
Ant, yes.
was like, oh, fuck, that worked?
Yes.
Holy fuck, that worked? That's what it was.
He was really good in Last Comic Standing, guys. Check out Ant. Don't know if he's still working, but he should be. That's all I knew about this movie going into it, was Ant is in this movie.
That's almost the end of my notes. Frank got up and I stopped taking notes. The quiche Lorraine, one of the characters mentioned that the A feels like a quiche Lorraine.
When fingering it.
Our main character, Michael Carbonaro, pulled an American Pie, but with a quiche Lorraine. So that happened.
And guys, ooh, was it moist.
God, I never.
Never.
There was a camera in their locker room, which I don't understand that.
And it wasn't that they put it there to like as a hidden camera. They said they hacked into the security, and that guy just starts going to town on his beehole. Or he was just washing it. That's kind of what I look like when you want to know. I'm going way too into detail. Never mind.
No imagery in my head.
I forgot that I'm not just saying this to like faceless people. I am now saying this to one, my good friend Corwyn, and then two, like a lot of our fans I now have relationships with in a friendship sense, to the point where Craig from It Takes Two to Toku I messaged him a happy birthday, but for all happy birthdays to people that I'm close with, I'll send them a sexy picture of Papa Smurf and I'll say, Happy SMURFday. And he then says back, oh, thank you so much, but I'm going to use this picture to beat that 11 record. And on Mostly Speaking Sentai, it is canon, and like, I mean, it's my life that my record in one day is 11 times masturbating. And then I responded back. I was like, it would not make my parents proud to know that is a show joke, a reoccurring thing that fans reference.
Oh my God. Incredible.
I was just constantly playing Onimusha 2 on PlayStation 2 and just being like, I guess I should masturbate now.
You also made the like, there's the meme where the guy is just like holding his hands up and he's like, I guess I should. And then they put whatever in it. And that's what you just did as well.
I guess I should.
Or the why not both? Play PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean, why not both? You got to use both analog sticks, Corwyn.
Do you? Get better.
For Onimusha?
Get good.
That's a two-handed game, guys. I guess I could have just like rested the dual shock on me.
Use your leg. Use your leg for the other.
Oh, I thought you were saying to masturbate. Guys, use your leg to masturbate. #, third leg.
I have so many times where I just wrote yikes on my notes. And then I have fool, and I don't remember why I said fool.
I think I know why you said fool.
The enema.
Oh, no. Oh, maybe that's why.
Was it the enema, or was it... I thought it was Michael Carbonaro's character.
Yeah, so there are 3 more notes that I need to get through. One is related to, I think, this. So he finally gets with his teacher, but he doesn't know what BDSM means, and he thinks water sports is...
I did say you fool.
He comes in swim trunks, like, if we want to start going in the pool... And that also, water sports isn't duty. Water sports is pee-pee. And they,
Well, he said the other thing, the Belgian chocolate?
Oh, no, yes, but he says, do you like water sports? If someone asks you if you like water sports and then they shit on you, that you should be upset. But there's instead of a safe word, he uses a bike horn. And I said, I would laugh so hard if all of a sudden you hear a pee-foom, pee-foom. That's
why it's such a good safe word. Actually, it gets you out of the mood.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, that scene was a lot.
And then he is like, I'm going to fist you. And he says, this might take the edge off to Michael Carbonaro. And he smells a popper.
I said, you fool.
Yes. And he's like, he looks at the popper, Carbonaro, in this sex hammock, and he's like, oh, okay. Then drinks the popper, and then, like, with a smile on his face, spits it out, and he's like, yeah, guys.
As soon as he did that, I went, you fool, and wrote the last of my notes. The last of my notes, when they were showing the camera locker room thing, I wrote down, can you zoom in on that?
Ooh.
That's what Nico says after criticizing them for watching.
Because he's a grower and a shower.
Yeah, he swallowed the poppers. And then I just wrote enema because, that's a thing.
I wrote down 2 quotes at the end. Tap granddad's ass.
Oh, God.
And Carbonaro loses his virginity with double penetration.
Oh, my God.
And he screams, there's a place inside of me you have
special
found.
Place.
Oh, a special
place inside of me that you have found. And then he woke up alone. And then he was like, I got my little Game Boy.
Yeah, his SP.
And we had Griff and JaROD. Griff finally revealed his love to JaROD. And JaROD was like, sorry, Bo. I didn't realize I had a boyfriend. And then they get together and it was cute.
And they have fierce sex in public by the pool.
Yeah. And then our Nico sleeps with Muffler's grandfather.
And he taps granddad's ass.
Yeah. And that was the movie, y'all. There was a lot there. There were a lot of things that happened.
And a lot to love. 2 thumbs up, I would recommend.
I only recommend under the criteria that you understand that this is going to be a raunchy ass movie.
Yeah, and speaking of ass, there's
watch
lots of it.
Watch it with like sex
people.
Watch it with sex friends, 6 friends, 6, 7, 8, 10 friends who you are comfortable seeing nudity with together.
What we're saying
so many friends
is
get friends,
make it
watch it
a midnight movie at your local theater.
Yeah, listen to our podcast, and then watch this movie together.
Yeah.
That's what you should do.
You could probably sync up our podcast with that movie, and then you'll have like 34 minutes of us not talking.
Just pause it at a couple scenes. That way you're like, oh, that hasn't happened yet. Pause. Though we did jump ahead a few times because there's so much that happens. Yeah. I laughed a lot more than I thought I would at this movie. So yeah, there's that. And we're looking forward to the next one, the sequel.
Ooh, will we be doing it next week? Probably. But Corwyn, I would like to just get to thank you to you.
Thank you.
For this year, I wasn't like... Corwyn and I we were just like coworkers who were happy to be around each other.
Coworkers who joked with each other.
And then this...
in an enjoyable way where we were actually joking with each other, not where it's like, haha, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah. And...
There's your drum roll.
You already did Woody the Woodpecker. And just thank you for coming on this journey. I've learned a lot with you. I think I'm a more learned person.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you.
I've enjoyed this, especially coming from someone who hates watching movies.
Well, thank you for suggesting that I should have a podcast with you and being very persistent in saying, no, we should definitely do that. When I'm like, nah, not going to talk on a podcast. And then you being like, well, what if we talk about gay movies? I'm like, yes, I will do that.
And we've actually done a good job of getting people to watch these movies that I don't think they would have.
I think so, and I hope so. And if you have watched the movies after hearing us talk about them, definitely hit us up because I love hearing stuff like that. I'm also really bad at looking at the social media, so a lot of my information comes from James. So yeah.
Oh, yes. Here, if you want to discuss movies, please do this. Do at this movie's gay and at Corwynning. Yes.
If you don't include me, I might not see it. Or I might see it, but 5 days later, and then I'll just comment on it 5 days later, not knowing that it's been 5 days. Because sometimes I just don't look at Twitter like that. Or if you message the Instagram, that's me.
Oh, yeah. That's all him.
That's all me. I'm on the Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, are we going to do our plugs? Is
Yeah,
that what's
baby.
going to happen? Okay, I guess I can plug. Follow us at This Movie's Gay on Twitter and Instagram if you want to talk to us. That's what it is. Also, I am on Twitter and Instagram personally under Corwynning. That's my name with ING at the end. Feel free to follow me. I'll try to follow you back. I might miss it. If I miss it, just like bug me or something and I'll follow you back. That's what happens.
Yeah,
I'm just
baby.
bad with social media. And then also follow my theater company on social media and all that. The info, as always, is in the description stuff. Yes.
Guys, I started doing Let's Plays under Mostly Playin' PlayStation. That can be found on the Mostly Speakin' Sentai YouTube channel. We have a few episodes out already. Nicole is the guest. I'm playing Shadow Tower. And then we also played this weird ESPN game for PlayStation.
Hit up James. Tell him that we need to play Dark Alliance together. Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance, Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance.
I think a great game you would like is Bard's Tale.
I have heard of Bard's Tale, yes.
Yeah, so, and that's one I own, so I don't need to spend money.
I will buy Baldur's Gate. Dark Alliance.
I think it's only like $18 at the exchange. So go watch that, please. I really enjoyed doing it. It's new episodes Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays, where Saturdays is usually like a one-shot thing, and then the weekday things are me trying to play a game. Then we also have my other wonderful podcast, the aforementioned Mostly Speakin' Sentai with my bride to never be, because we don't need a piece of paper to say that we're in love. Yeah, guys, we're new-aged, baby. Mostly Speakin' Sentai, did I say the name of it?
You did.
Okay. Then What the Hellmouth and Hit It and Crit It.
Yes,
Also,
yes.
Hit It and Crit It. Go on YouTube, search Hit It & Crit It. We're also doing Let's Plays over there 3 days a week, I think.
Amazing. Also, people from both of those. Did you say What the Hellmouth?
Yeah.
She said What the Hell.
All of them have been on
They've
this
been on this podcast. So check out
Jinx.
those episodes.
And then, whoa. Go to mlmpod.com for more information about those. If you'd like to donate like Shane did, whoop, 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 whoop. Any money donated goes right into making this podcast studio better. Right now, we need a new computer.
That's expensive.
Yeah, guys. So do that. Also
Thanks,
listen.
Shane and Steve
F. also
yes.
recently donated.
Yes.
Listen to my music under Marshland Monster, and to the fans, thank you for making this a successful year, and we hope to keep this community growing.
Yes, and I will say, I love you all dearly from my dead, cold heart.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
I've been James.
I've been Corwyn.
Bye. Oh no! What have we done? 100 episodes. I mean, 52.
1 year of episodes.
That's what we've done.
Oh my god!
What were we? Oh, that was our drum roll. Bye bye, guys.
Bye bye.
This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCullum. For more content, please visit mlmpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today.